Hello and welcome to Anjan Times. I am N. Anjan Kumar. For quite some time, I was not very active in YouTube. So today I am here again to talk with you. Some of my friends were asking what you are doing all these days. So I was busy with some personal work. So meanwhile, I was reading some books. This one, You Can Win by Shiv Kera. So this I bought it from my library. I am just started reading it. And also, recently I have finished reading this book, Life Without Limits by Nick. His name is very difficult to pronounce. He has given how it should be pronounced. Nick Vujicic, Australian, settled in America. So, Life Without Limits. Nick Vujicic. So, this person is without arms and legs. So, it's very inspiring story how he overcame his inferiority complex and one life. So, that was the book I read recently. Very inspiring book. A lot of quotations and stories worth reading that book. And also, I bought this book long back and I had not read it. So, this November 22nd, the assassination day of President John F. Kennedy, one of my heroes. So, the book titled The Day Kennedy Was Shot. The Day Kennedy Was Shot. I just started reading it on November 22nd. Book is very descriptive. I think it covers only that particular day, all aspects of that day, starting with Kennedy to the assassin. So this I won't be reading continuously. As and when I get time, I'll be reading it. And once I finish reading it, I'll give you a review of this book. Seems to be a very good book. Let me see. And also, I had booked some books. Actually, I requested some of my friends to order it online. So some three packets I have. One by one, I'll open in front of you. So this is the book. This is a Kannada book, a translation of Freedom at Midnight. I showed that book. I have read that book, Freedom at Midnight, many years back. I think I have read it some two times at least. So this is Kannada version of it. When I read that Freedom at Midnight, I was hoping somebody should translate that to Kannada. So finally, somebody has translated it. I'm just opening it in front of you. So this is the book. ನಡು ರಾತ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ. English book is this. Long back I purchased this book, Freedom at Midnight, written by two French authors, Dominique Lapire and Larry Collins. Very nice book covering uh, end of British rule, partition, freedom, last days of Mahatma Gandhi and all. So this book, the translation of Kannada, seems to be small, appears to be small. It's translated into Kannada by H.R. Chandravadana Rao. So I have to see how the translation is. So once I read it, I will talk to you about this book. So this is the book I got recently. This must be very interesting. Let me see. And some time back, I read one book. Yeah, just a minute, I'll get it. Yes, here is the book. Sri Satya Sai Divya Kripa Shreya. This is an autobiography by B.N. Nasimurthy. I have met sir several times. So he was a warden here at Sri Satya Sai Hostel in Brindavan, Whitefield. But I came to know more about him at Mudenalli near Chikballapur. So I just messaged him. I have read this book. Is it available in English also? So immediately he sent a packet containing English version. I think I have not opened it. Let me see. So he sent it very fast. And also I had asked him about whether it's available in English and if there is sequel to it, because at a certain point the book had stopped. So it's very interesting. He was from Chikballapur. He studied in Bangalore. He studied engineering, and he was very spiritual bent. He was studying in Ramakrishna Ashram, I think, hostel. So he was in search of spiritual truth. So he came into contact with Sai Baba's devotee and finally Satya Sai Baba. And ever since he was engaged with Satya Sai work. So he has sent two books. One, the same English edition of Sri Satya Sai Krupashreya by Narsimurthy. I had earlier Kannada book, so this is the English version. And sequel to that, Sri Satya Sai Divya Anandam. Sri Satya Sai Divya Anandam. So I think this is from 2011 onwards. So a totally different phase covering the Satya Sai Grama activities at Mudenalli. A very interesting subject. So once I read it, I'll give you a review of it. It must be a very good read. So these two are the books received from Narasimurthy sir. He was fondly called Anna from those who were near to him, students, lecturers, teachers of Mudenalli group. So one more parcel I have got. Actually, this I got it very long back. This is from the Hindu group. Actually, I had ordered two books from this one Hindu. The books are very standard, very quality work. One is about the Ramana Maharshi of Arunachala. More about this, I can talk to you when I review a book. Book's title is A Search in Secret India. So there, the author goes to Ramana Ashram. So at that time, I can talk more about this. And the second book is The Monk Who Took India to the World. This is about Vivekananda and his life and work in the West, how you influenced Western people about Indian philosophy, religion, thought, etc. So this I just went through. I have not read it thoroughly. A very interesting book. So as and when I read it, I will give you a review of it, my opinion about it. These are all very complex matters. I don't know how much I can understand, but still I'll make an attempt. So from the same Hindu group, I had bought some books from Blossoms and Bookworm in Church Street long back. Some two, three books. They are all second-hand books. One is about scientific facts, spiritual things, and one book I purchased new book about last 100 days of Mahatma Gandhi. Very informative book. Very interesting in the sense everybody should read it. Being an Indian, you should be aware of such matters. So this book is about the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. Actually, I am not very enthusiastic about the subject, but since this is from Hindu and is of historical importance, so I bought it because of the quality of work and photos will be very good and reviews and other matters also must be very interesting. This I may not read it immediately. So this more for a record sake, I bought it. So this is the book, The Assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. I had read it about this book in book reviews, and there are a lot of photos, very important photos, newspaper articles, reports about his assassins, prosecution, etc. So let me see. This immediately I may not read because this is somewhat not dear to my heart subject, but nevertheless I have to read it. I'll read it. So these are the books which I wanted to show it to you, and just I had kept it just open in front of you. So like this, I'll be keep talking to you at least twice in a week, both in Kannada and English. Let me see. I may come live also. So as and when I come live, I will inform you well in advance. So this is just like that. I plan to title this series just like that, and I'll continue the bookshelf tour. So I have some. I was doing a tour of my bookshelf, starting with spiritual autobiographies. I could only finish one book, that is autobiography of a yogi. So I'll continue to do that. So tomorrow you can expect that. So see you again. Thank you very much.